Hi guys, how's everyone doing? Good, I hope. This video comes by request from George Sonaras. Did I say that right, George? Please correct me if I'm wrong. You've got a T at the beginning of your name, but I'm pretty sure it might be a silent T, I'm not sure. Anyway, you asked me to do a video on what I consider to be very masculine fragrances. If any of you guys have watched me before, you might know that I don't really talk about men's fragrances that much. It's not my forte, but it doesn't mean that I don't pick them up in shops and smell them, or own a few myself. So these 5 I've picked because these are things that stick out in my head. When I've smelled them, I've put them immediately down because they do not suit me, or wouldn't suit me, or just not my style. But they just screamed man to me. So it's my top 5. Before I go on, I'm just going to say, if you've got a top 5, please let me know as well. So without further ado, let's begin. Number 1 is Dirty English by Juicy Couture. I picked this one up in the shop ages ago because the bottle, I think, is really cool. I'm not sure if they've changed the bottle or reformulated it or something, but this one I call the biker. It just screamed masculinity at me. It's got leather in it, it's got oud, it's got seeds, herbs, spices, not spices, sorry, it's got an aromatic tone to it as well. It's got ebony wood in it, which is one of the darker, more pungent, masculine kind of woods. And yeah, it's a very dark brown liquid. And I call it the biker because I can just imagine Hell's Angels wearing that fragrance. I don't know, Dirty English, or just a crazy long-haired biker with tats all over him. That's why it's on my list. Number 2 is Michael Kors Michael. I call this one the gentleman. When I smelled this, that was the first thing that came to my head. I just thought, this is so gentlemanly. I'm not sure why. It's got tobacco in it, it's got incense, it's got patchouli in it, it's got caraway, which is kind of a little bit minty. It's also got suede and cinnamon in it, so I don't know, this one just feels very gentlemanly to me, and it screams, again, masculinity and a little bit of, I don't know, the suede and things like that. I don't know, it just felt so super masculine. It's actually a really, really nice fragrance, so it just wouldn't suit me. So if you're looking for something like that, George, go try it out. Number 3 is Encre Noir, or Encre Noir by Lalique. The first time I smelled this, I thought it was amazing. I actually considered buying it. I call this one the Mysterious Guy. It's a black abyss. It's a very, very dark fragrance. So much stuff going on in this one. You've got grassy tones going on, lots of moss. Vetiver brings on home the grassiness. It's quite dry. It smells incensey as well. It's the black whole of men's fragrances, and it's just right up there with masculinity for me. That's why I call it the Mysterious Guy. There's an air of mystery about it, I think, when you put it on your skin, and I really like it actually, but it won't ever be in my collection. But worth trying out if you want to smell like a man. Number 4 is Tom Ford Extreme. This one is brilliant actually. While I really appreciate what it is, it's not something that I would wear, but I call this one the Suave Sexy Guy. This one has a big note of tuba, which is it's a very earthy tone. It's got fig in it, so it's green as well. It's really classy fragrance, this one, and full of masculinity. The bottle's gorgeous as well, nice dark liquid in there as well, just to bring on home that, you know, it looks like rum or a whiskey or a man's drink. This is such a stereotypical video, I don't even know like what on earth I'm saying right now. Oh well. But Tom Ford Extreme, yeah, it's a brilliant one. I know someone that wears it, and yeah, it's rather sexy, very suave. Number 5 is Uomo by Moschino, or Moschino, however you want to pronounce it. I say Moschino, you say Moschino. I call this one the Gentle Guy. It's a really nice masculine fragrance, but it has a softer edge. It's quite musky, this one. Just soft, beautiful. It's got some florals in it as well, which are really nice. I actually considered buying this one as well one time, but I didn't. I wouldn't pair this with, but I'd put it in the same category as like Jean-Paul Gaultier, Le Male. It's that soft, musky kind of masculine smell. Really, really nice one as well. There is a runner-up fragrance to this collection that I've just mentioned. What do you call it? Best finisher? I don't know. And it's Eternity by Calvin Klein. This one was the first fragrance I ever owned as a young lad before I went on my crazy perfume journey. And even as a young lad, I still couldn't wear it. It's so masculine, this one. I call this one the guy in a suit. This one's a kind of modern fougere. It's got lots of lavender, it's herbal. I feel like it's a little bit aquatic as well sometimes. It's a safe bet, it's got lots of sandalwood in it, juniper, sage, everything you'd find in a modern, in a fougere, but with Calvin Klein's kind of signature, clean, classic feel. I don't know. It screams masculinity to me, and I think it's kind of an all-rounder, Eternity. So those are my 5, 6 uber masculine, manly man fragrances, none of which I own or would wear, but George Sonaris, you wanted my opinion on this, so I hope it's helped any of you guys that watch this, or maybe girls if you wear men's fragrances too. That's it. I'm Upton One Oak, and my logo down here to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon for another review. Goodbye.